Okay, so today we have the Prodigy and Smack My Bitch Up. So with that title, it's no wonder the song has been seen as one of the most controversial songs of all time. I did see from one survey in 2010 it was ranked as the most controversial song of all time. We'll get into more of that after the song, but I want to listen to it. It's been requested. I've done a few anyway, Prodigy reactions before. They always have so much energy and I just love their sound. So we're coming back to them. This was their third and final single from their big album, The Fat of the Land. So let's get into it, talk about it after almost 6 minutes long. That has to be one of the most famous crabs in all the land on that album. Here we go. And no music video, just this song. The shift. And you gotta move around, I mean, get ready for the beat to drop. Futuristic.
Smack my bitch up.
Oh, it's cut off. Okay, it's over. There it is, the Prodigy and Smack My Bitch Up. Like I said at the top, almost 6 minutes long, 5 minutes 43 seconds. It felt like it flew by to me. I feel like I say that for a lot of songs that are a bit longer, but my God, I guess I was entranced. I was really into it, and this is, I mean, what do you say? Where do I start? Like I said at the top, this is one of the most, and has been named the most controversial song of all time. And just from those 4 words, "Smack My Bitch Up," which again, that was sampled. Of course, the band would sample many different people. It also sampled there was the words "like this," and that was sampled from another song too. And but anyway, yeah, they sampled this "Smack My Bitch Up," which was from the Ultramagnetic MCs, I do believe they were called, in a song called "Let the Drummer Have Some," something like that. I was reading, of course, if you can't tell, my goodness gracious, but "Give the Drummer Some," yeah, by the Ultramagnetic MCs. They took that line, "Smack My Bitch Up," that was used in that song, and brought it in here. And again, it's just those 4 words that made it just banned by the BBC. And the video as well, the music video, I did not see it, but apparently there's a lot going on in that, a lot of assault, a lot of drug use, and of course that was banned too. And but I was reading up again kind of a summary of the video, and how there's a twist at the end that the POV that you were seeing was actually a blonde woman. So anyway, the band, it's just so out there. And when I think about the 90s especially, I mean, there's always been shocking bands, there's always been shocking songs or whatever. And I think about the 90s, though, I feel like there was a lot more, even though, again, the 70s had them, 60s. I mean, a lot of bands were shocking to people coming into the 60s. I mean, my God. But anyway, with this band here, I think about the Prodigy with a song like this, or I think about Marilyn Manson, I think about Slipknot, Rage Against the Machine, just these bands, or even Nirvana. I mean, so many bands with song titles. Again, a song like "Rape Me" comes to mind by Nirvana, that just critics were kind of, shocked by again, and listeners were stunned by as well. And I just think about how that's kind of what's going on here again. And although a lot of people were in an uproar about the song, I have seen too that the band would always defend the song against feminists and such like that, and saying that the song, don't take it literally, because also "Smack My Bitch Up," I have seen that people say it also means to do something very intensely. And when I think there was a quote as well from Liam Howlett, basically the mastermind behind the band, that this is more of a way of just dance, another way of saying come dance on the dance floor, smack my bitch up, smack yourself up, just stuff like that. And dancing intensely, of course, and the whole band was all about dancing intensely, my goodness gracious. But either way, that's what I really get here. And I just have, off the bat there, I just really wanted to mention the controversy again, because I mean, it's staring you right in the face. And yeah, so there you go. But of course, smack my bitch up, people just think about how this is misogynistic, and it's about beating women. But either way, and I do believe in the original song, that's kind of what the connotation was. But the band, again here, the Prodigy, really wanted to not take it that literally. But I do believe too, in live performances, they would change up the word "smack my bitch up" to something else. And but either way, just wanted to say that. But get into the music now, I guess. It's frantic. I mean, my God, the Prodigy, just from, I think now the 3 or maybe 4 songs I've done by them, they are one of the most original EDM bands I've ever heard. You can hear their influence that would come on other people. You can hear their influence for EDM acts that would to come later. I mean, when I was in high school, Skrillex was big. I mean, that came to mind too when that was going. I mean, Bangarang was huge around my time in high school. But I just think about that, and I think about the sound, and I think about how this band here must have influenced so many guys to come, like I just mentioned. And you have such a big frantic beat here, I guess I could say. One of the angriest synths I've ever heard. The bass here is just mental. It's just, everything about it's just so big and grandiose. And from when it started, like I said, it's like we're starting kind of in a simple way, whatever the synths are kind of going, the sampling's going. And, but like I said, I think when it was going there, I'm just waiting for the beat to drop, and then it did. And I just imagine too, like, I don't even know the words. Of course, the words here, they are a bit, they're out there or whatever, but I don't even feel like the words matter matter in a song like this, and that was kind of maybe the band's point too, but again, just they were there to shock you either way, because that was the time. But it's all about dancing. I don't know, unless again people that take it literally and do bad things, but I feel like really I just think of a bunch of people in a crowd just dancing along to this song, just moshing, just going out of their mind, just going frantic like the beat is. And anyway, so that's when I was listening, again, those were the images that were coming to my big fat head of just people going nuts in the crowd and just throwing themselves around and just going, nuts. And I think about too, you think about the band, and I've watched some live performances of them from, again, the songs I've heard, Breathe, Firestarter, and just watching like Maxim, I forget his name now, my goodness gracious, let me go to the person. Maxim Reality, his eyes, just the eye contacts he would have in that just made him look nuts. Obviously, Keith Flint, who would go nuts too. And his hair, it's just all wild, and how they're just dancing around on stage. And then again, that's, transferring to the audience too. And so yeah, anyway, I just think about all that. Of course, Leroy Thornhill, who didn't have any musical contributions, but he was the dancing guy. He was a dancer, and how he really got the crowd to dance too. So anyway, I just think about all that and how much this song really is about dancing, really is about moving. And like I said, when I got going, I think I said it, but you got to move when you listen to this. You got to move your head around. You got to tap your feet. You got to do something. I can't dance around this room or whatever because I got to be on camera, but I would have if I could. But anyway, I like, though, around the 3-minute mark, I think it was, because I looked at the timestamp because I was like, I got to remember this, where the song kind of, there was different shifts, obviously, it would slow down a bit and it would calm down, and that's where I wanted to go with this, and it kind of calmed down, and there was that futuristic, I guess it was a synth. I mean, I'm not the best at identifying electronic music and different instruments and such. I mean, again, like I mentioned earlier, again, Liam Howlett was on keyboard, synthesizer, sampling, and programming. He was, big in the band here. He was, like I mentioned too, the mastermind. But either way, big and grandiose and bombastic synths, but it would slow down, and then there's that futuristic kind of synth, and it felt like you're like going down a bit, like almost reminds me of something, and it doesn't sound the same, but it's in the same kind of shift, kind of same vein as like Rock Lobster when they're going down, 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 and you're waiting for the beat to drop again so you can rise up. So that's what happened there. But then in came I forget her name now, but I didn't think anyone else was going to be on the track. I didn't think there was going to be other words, but there was. Or I guess there weren't even words, but I think Shahin Badar, I want to say is how you say her name. But all of a sudden she started having these haunting chants. And I was like, my goodness gracious, that just sounds so, again, haunting, I guess you could say. But I just loved how she would hold her note. I don't know if that was edited or what, or if she was holding that note for that long. But that just gave the song another flavor, gave it another lift, gave it more oomph, if I want to say that much too. And yeah, so I didn't expect to hear, Shahin here, all of a sudden at that 3-minute mark or whatever. That just, again, I like that surprise anyway. I was just expecting the same lines to go over and over. And, but then we had her, and like I said there too, yeah, she wasn't saying words or whatever, but she was very recognizable and she was very noticeable. Yeah, I guess those are the same pretty much words, but either way, I just really enjoyed how that gave an extra element anyway to the song. And, yeah, so I just really enjoyed that haunting feel. But either way, I guess that's all I'm gonna say on the music side. But either way. Obviously, again, you look at Keith, you look at the band. I mean, there's so much punkiness. Either way, there's a lot of punk energy here too. As I mentioned many different times now, it's frantic, it's fast, it's rapid. Although it would slow down, and maybe if you're dancing so hard to it, maybe that was a break for you to calm down for a bit until that beat came right back in, and again you go, dancing like a nut again. But either way, I feel like the band liked to play with their audience in that way, and again, in that unpredictable way of not knowing what was coming next with the synths and such. And yeah, so the song was kind of unpredictable. And as I mentioned too, I didn't expect to hear Shahin on this track, but there she came with that haunting voice, and I just really enjoyed it. And almost like I don't know if I want to say like a Middle Eastern or what word I'm thinking of, an Eastern flair anyway. And, but yeah, I enjoyed that part. So we move to the lyrics. There's not many. It's, the same thing said over and over. But as I mentioned too, like this, that was, sampled too. The whole thing is sampled. I mean, that's what the band was all about, of course. Howlett was a great DJ. Changed my pitch up, smack my bitch up. And, changed my pitch up. Obviously, I think about the voice, and I think about how the voice here too. I mean, they took that sampling from, the magnetic MCs and did change the pitch of that man's voice. And, so, I mean, if you want to take that line literally, there you go. But then you have Smack My Bitch Up. And as I've mentioned already, that song, or that line, is why the song is seen as one of the most controversial of all time. And as I've mentioned too, the band has, gone to bat for the song intensely, about how you shouldn't take that line literally. And that really, it's all just about doing something intensely. And too, when I think about the video and I think about the summaries and the people I've seen talk about that music video and how it's a POV of a person who is, going to see hookers, going, doing lines, all these different things. I don't think the point is you want to be the person from the POV, assaulting men and then sexually assaulting women. I mean, it's just, and from another quote of what I saw, the band already knew what the song here, what that line, they knew it wasn't going to be probably played on the radio, so they said, well, why not make the music video out there as well? Why not make that even more crazy or even more taboo? So they were just going as far as they could here. And anyway, so either way, I'm not excusing, I guess, the line or whatever the hell the song here, but I understand where they're coming from, and I can understand, because I don't think Keith Flint and the boys here were bad people. But either way, I mean, especially when Keith passed away and you saw all the tributes. I didn't even know the band by then, but I heard so much about it, and some of the bands I listened to who talked about how influential Keith was to them. So either way, I just wanted to do the song, and I just wanted to get that out there, some exposition, and talk about the controversy, in my opinion, whatever. But either way, you can't deny that the song is a bop, makes you jump around, it makes you want to run through a wall, and it gives you so much energy. I mean, if you're down, if you got to go to work or school, whatever it is, and you listen to this song, I can only imagine that you would get a little bit more amped up. I mean, my God. So there you go there. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all those different things. I really appreciate all the support. Leave your suggestions of songs down below, or, your opinions of the song, whatever. So yeah, thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.